It's the beginning of hunting season again. And when I say hunting season, I actually mean it's time for whitetails.
There's gonna be some big bucks here, Matt.
Oh my God!
This is why we hunt the Bowzone.
I love shooting whitetails. It's gotta be my favorite thing to do in the whole universe.
Scorpion Optics presents How to Hunt with Ryan Kohler, brought to you by Bronc Beer, Elite Sportswear, Annihilator, Rhino Skin, PV Mart, Hex, Easton Archery, Hoyt, Hornady, Portable Winch Co., true power in your hands, and these fine sponsors.
We got some pegs in, we got a lot of gear in the bush right now. We're built a nice trail to this stand. It's an amazing pinch point that I call Death Valley. So Mike and I are putting up this killer stand. We've got 3 entry points and a 4th on this side in this low spot here. And the deer just love this little low area here. There's a swamp on my left-hand side. There's a swamp on my right-hand side. So it's just a natural funnel where they just funnel through. This is the spot that I called X marks the spot. We put the pegs in at an, like instead of like this, if it rains, you can slip off easy, so we angle them a little bit, but if you angle them too much, when your boot hits, it just pinches it. So we try to angle them in kind of the perfect spot. It's the beginning of hunting season again. And when I say hunting season, I actually mean it's time for whitetails. My plan was to hunt the last 2 weeks of November. I really didn't want to get at it this early, but I've got some photos of the wide guy. Now this whitetail I've known for a long time. I have his sheds from a few years. We have pictures from 2 or 3 years, and I've got a great video of me holding both sheds together. The 2 pictures that I did get are pretty cool because what I do know is he's going from one place to another. And I think if we go put a speed set in, we can get him.
Okay, Gunther's in that tree. I'm like 2 feet off the ground, but I'm behind a big berm. So the buck's on the other side of this line. There's like a cut line through here. And I caught him on a camera going across the cut line. If he comes out, he's gonna walk right in front of me. And about 30 yards, we're inside. It could be really epic video. I don't know if it's gonna work, but we're trying. there for like 5 minutes. He was right there. I never saw him. I smoked a giant. Yes, you did.
Here he is. Unbelievable, not on any other camera, only on one, but he did the same thing 2 nights in a row. I couldn't believe he did the same thing 2 nights in a row. And then he came around the corner, we were set up, our setup was so weird. We actually set up low. We didn't even go sky high because we knew we'd be skyline, so we set up really, really low. And he came around this little corner. Honestly, I was scared to death. I was like, oh my God, look at the size of that whitetail. And he was only 20 yards away. Just a brute. These are like extra brow tines growing out of his skull down at the base. They're not, I don't even know if they're coming off the horn. They're not. They're not. It's like extra stuff. Anyway, and it's got my single favorite thing that I always wanted in a whitetail. It's got a blowhole. Gunther calls those blowholes. I love shooting whitetails. It's got to be my favorite thing to do in the whole universe. Giant buck of a lifetime.
How's it going, Zach Brown?
Good. Trying to find the heart.
Yes, we need the heart. We're eating the heart tonight.
Unless there's LED light. Yummy.
The heart.
We've got the buck gutted out. Zach was nice enough to do the gut job.
Now we got a waning moon, we got a fire, we got a giant buck, and heart's gonna be for supper.
Rumor has it that the bigger the deer, the better the heart.
Well, I think we got a big one.
I think we've got a big deer. This should be a really good tasting heart.
Wow. How is it?
Sebastian.
Wide guy heart. October 21. Really, I've never done that before. That early. So, but it worked out. And we're eating heart.
This journey started 3.5 to 4 years ago. Ricky's kind of been in my brain probably every day, hunting season or not, for the past couple years. Last year, I was super fortunate to meet a guy named Jay Kemp. Him and I basically teamed up to hunt this deer.
You know, he's an amazing animal, extremely clever. He's a really hard deer to scout, like trying to catch him out in the open. I don't think a deer with his maturity and wisdom makes those kind of mistakes very often. You know, Ricky has an inline point and he's got a flyer on his right side. I can recall 5 deer that have all those same characteristics.
The wind was perfect on the 28th. I figured, you know what, it's gonna be perfect for an evening hunt. My expectations were fairly low. No pictures of Ricky for the past 6 days. Well, I think I just had the night of my life. I just got down from the tree stand. I think I shot Ricky. It's pretty red.
We had a good blood trail to go on in the morning.
Yeah, I do. We're good. You go, I go. You go, I go.
24 hours, man! Oh my God. 24 hours. Pick up the brute. Oh my God!
This is why we hunt the Bowzone.
Okay. Logan, what have you done? What have you done? Oh my goodness.
We found Ricky. Wow. Well, it was last night. Snuck into the stand. 2 does came out early. Light was fading. And this guy came out of the bush across from me, about 60 yards away. Had me absolutely handcuffed. Ended up walking right towards me to cut through into the other field. And I had to get away with a whole bunch of movements, and I made it happen. Took the shot. And 24 hours later, with a few buddies and a good tracking job, we found him. Just pulled my tags out of my wallet, and I kind of forgot about this. And it's right on top.
Ricky, are you kidding me?
Got him.
I have tagged out in Alberta early on a beautiful whitetail. I've decided that this year I'm going to do, actually I decided I was going to do this last year. I decided that I was going to go to Saskatchewan. I want to see what it's like to hunt on bait. So Alberta is an amazing place to hunt whitetails. It's a tough place to hunt whitetails. It's a major accomplishment if you kill a whitetail in Alberta. Saskatchewan is the funnest place in the world to hunt whitetails. Yesterday, I saw bucks fighting, bucks scraping, bucks rubbing trees, lip balming, chasing. I saw everything, does fighting. It was insane. I've never seen so many things in one day. I'm going into a bait right now with this nice big heavy 4 with this big dagger coming out of his face. And we don't know for sure, but we're pretty certain that this deer's gonna walk in. Because in Alberta, I could go after a target buck and I may not see him for 5 or 6 days. My odds of seeing this deer today are very high, and that's super exciting.
In front of me at 20, 30 yards. I could have shot him multiple times, but I was waiting for just the perfect broadside shot on video. You know, as soon as I drew my bow, he just left. Boom. That was all just unbelievable. The whole thing. I can't even believe that just happened. I'm hoping I get another opportunity. That was absolutely nuts. After that encounter, I decided to pull back. I pulled back into the box. So I'm like probably 100 yards away from the bait now. And I got a perfect 100-yard shot, and he comes back. I mean, I'm gonna smoke him. That was the first time I've ever shot a whitetail buck with a rifle. I had an opportunity with a bow. I blew it. I could have got him. I just blew it. And then, you know what? I decided to pull back tonight because I figured he'd be super spooky. He was pretty spooky because I was at 100 yards and I barely touched the gun onto the rest that you shoot from, and he heard it and he was looking at me. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to take my chances. I'm going to shoot him. So I shot him right in the front of the chest. This is an old buck, nice heavy bases, a little bit of junk coming out here. Nice 4. My very first rifle whitetail. 30 years hunting whitetail with a bow and arrow, and I've never done it. This is my very first rifle whitetail at Weber Outfitters, and he's awesome. Nice big heavy beams. Look at this big dark stud. Right on. It was my first time hunting this season. I saw one doe and a buck in the distance. We did see one small doe. I call that deer tiny. It's the tiniest deer in the universe. It's the first hit for Bryce. Now we'll see if we can get him a buck. Okay, Bryce and I are set up in a wicked stand. We got a picture of Thunder this morning, and I believe he's bedded in the brush to my right. And if he gets up and comes this way, we're gonna get a shot. I mean, it's that simple. I cleared the trail a month ago, and it was super quiet coming in. Otherwise, it's too hard to kill these bucks because the leaves are down and it's just too loud walking in. But we got in because I made the trail. Any good buck, Bryce will shoot. Be his first whitetail buck with a bow and arrow. And even sit here with him is pretty special, so I'm probably more pumped than he is. Well, I guarantee I am. Anyway, a little bit of time off hockey. In a few days to hunt with his dad is all he's got. Hopefully we make this count. Just had that nice buck go by. It's 44 yards. Gonna wait for bigger. We'll see what else happens. Buck down, maybe. Yeah.
That's a big, dark, heavy 4x4. Big bladed brows. Oh, as far as a 4x4 goes, they don't get much prettier. It was 28 yards. The Annihilator just pounded right through there in the pocket. He didn't go far. He went maybe 40, 50 yards. I think we call this buck lucky, if I'm not mistaken. Mike, who's come out to help me, had a chance at him 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years.
And then Jason Moss was in here last year and had a chance at him, and today he made a mistake. That's what I'm talking about. 300 pounds. He's a good one.
So Keith and I came to the Blue Thunder Reservation here in Saskatchewan, and we've got a couple of tags. Billy and PJ have a setup here that's been hunted for a long, long time, but no one's come because of COVID, and they've got a premium spot, premium area, premium whitetails, giant whitetails. It's right in Pierce Land. It's in the place where the genetics for the whitetails are absolutely monstrous. I had a doe come in when I was in the tree stand that we set up last night, but it was bad. I got busted. Keith apparently already has like a nice 135-inch deer under his stand. Let's go over to Keith and see what he's doing. He's probably filming better stuff than me right now. I'm a mess.
I just smoked a big, tall, giant 8-point here in Saskatchewan at Blue Thunder Outfitters. Big Saskatchewan bruiser. Woo! Yes! Yes! Tall G2s, brown kinghorn. He's not a giant rack, but he's a big old mature buck. I knew he was good, mature deer. That's all I'm out here for, is a nice mature buck. And this is one of them.
My buddy Keith McDonald from Enoch Cree Nation came here to Blue Thunder, shot his first whitetail with a bow in Saskatchewan. And how awesome is that? So, way to go, Keith. I'm just gonna sit in this box, or this ground blind, and wait for something to walk in. I have no idea what's coming, and that's kind of half the fun. My first day with Blue Thunder was pretty rockin'. I saw a small spiker buck. I saw about 130 inch, 125 inch. Well, he would be if he had his other point. He's a 4x4, but he broke off his G3. He actually walked like right beside the tent. If I had a stick, if I had a broomstick, I could have jabbed him with it. Pretty awesome. There's gonna be some big bucks here, man. I'm not gonna shoot that buck. I'll wait. Instead, we put the bait very close. I mean, it's 15 yards away now, maybe 20. Somewhere between 15 and 20. I'm just kind of testing these bucks just to see how much they'll tolerate. And when he saw me, he didn't like it. He just walked away. There's a big storm coming, so we're gonna take off, and then I'll come back in a week and a half, see what happens. But it's a pretty interesting little kind of experiment just to see what they'll tolerate from the tree stand.
We're just waiting out the storm, actually. There's a massive storm outside right now, and they've got some pictures of the deer that we called Mr. Leahy now, and I think we got a chance. Billy's got the stove going, and he's heating up the barn here where the hunters can kind of just stay warm while we wait for this to disappear, and it's go time pretty soon. We're gonna be off to the races on Mr. Leahy.
Well, it's been about an hour and a bit. Still no deer. These deer could come in from everywhere, but the nice thing is that nothing has been to the bait yet. Lots of major trails coming in, but nothing's in the snow, so they gotta come in and eat. Usually they bed down during the snowstorms and then come out once it's all over. It's been all over for a little while, but still no deer.
Look at that stud. Hey, buddy, get up. Look at the size of this whitetail, and he's not moving a muscle. This is unbelievable right now. I can't believe this buck is not moving. The whitetail rut is on. This whitetail isn't even getting up. He must be injured. What is going on? Oh, he got up there. He's fine. Wow. I'm literally 10 feet away, and he just stood there beside the doe. He just finally got up, but he was not moving. The snow is coming down hard. I mean, it got 30 centimeters or something, and that buck was on that doe and not giving one that I was walking the bush trying to film him. I thought he was hurt. Wasn't hurt. He's in the rut. I'm gonna hunt Strathcona County, so it's an area that's east of Edmonton, and they have a second buck tag there. I haven't done the double in many, many years, so it'd be kind of fun to try to do it. It's usually pretty tough to do, but I'm gonna give it a shot anyway.
Last night I got pinned in here by 4 does. I didn't see a buck. I'm running my hex soon this morning. Hopefully it works. I'm in real tight area in here, so the deer are gonna come by me real close. But I'm really concealed well. There's a lot of trees around me I can move, and there's a little bit of wind, so I'll get away with a little more. I'm rattling on video, and a buck comes screaming in. He came in so fast. He was underneath my tree. No joke. I mean, I couldn't do anything. If I was trying to just shoot him, I probably could have just shot him, but I'm trying to video at the same time. Anyway, yeah, he was there for a few minutes. I got a little glimpse of him kind of going away. Just kind of a cool buck. So, you know, make sure that if you're gonna rattle this time of year, make sure you're ready. I wasn't ready at all. And I Strathcona buck anyway, that's for sure. Just a little heavy little four, but would have been a great video.
So it's about 4:30 in the afternoon when I started self-filming. I turned the camera on, I just let it record. I had a path beside me, which I want to call path A, and one in front of me I want to call path B. And I had the camera most of the night split on both those areas. When my deer finally started to come down in front of me, he chose to come down path B. I managed to catch a glimpse of him coming out on the bottom right corner of the screen. You'll see that. I grunted to him a couple of times. He wanted nothing to do with it. I give him a snort wheeze and it turned him on a dime. He came in, he beat up a bush. I get my bow, I see him coming. He walks out in front of me. It's about 23 yards. Had him in the opening. I give him a grunt just out of my mouth. He didn't stop.
I just hit him. Oh, lots of them. There he is. White belly, buddy. She's right here. Awesome. Wow. Look at that deer. Sitting here with my 2021 whitetail. My tag is folded. It's awesome. I couldn't be happier. It's not my target buck, but come on. That's a serious whitetail in the land of giants. I'm just totally blessed to be hunting in the Edmonton Bowzone.
Decided to go hunting today. So I've never killed a deer before, and this is my second year hunting, almost third, and I've never killed a buck yet, so that'd be pretty cool. I stopped hunting Strathcona County just so I could come out here with Bryce. This would be pretty cool if we actually see a buck. If we get an arrow into a buck, it'll be crazy. See ya. Yesterday was pretty cool. I took my son Bryce out. I took him at the ground blind, and we had a buck come by, probably about 125, 130 inch buck, and he passed it. Hopefully I can get him at the blind again. He's pretty busy with the hockey. I had 4 does come right underneath my tree stand. I didn't see any bucks following. I waited about 20 minutes till they were totally gone. Then I rattled. Nothing. I'm just gonna sit here and wait now. Time for news bucks. Then I'll rattle again in an hour. Every hour on the hour. See what happens.
Oh man, I can't believe that just happened. I had him at full draw, 15 yards. I'm reaching past trying to shoot around the tree, and he spooked. Hopefully he shows up again. I don't know what to say. Again, at 26 yards. I'd had him dead to rights. But he was on a doe, and the doe was just schizophrenic. I don't know what to say. I got the full draw, and she just took him away. No shot opportunity. How does that happen twice on a giant? It's November 25th today. I've seen a few deer, nothing big today. Waiting, watching. Can't hear footsteps at all right now, so we'll see how the afternoon plays out. Oh man, I can't believe it. I just shot Myron. He's right there. He went down right there. That all happened so fast. I'm so sorry, folks. I couldn't even get the camera on. There's a doe that was really spooky. She came in, she stood there for like 10 minutes, and I heard grunting, and I got a 20-yard shot right here, and he is down right there. So there's some years where a deer just means a lot. This deer means a lot to me. He's not a giant, he's a beautiful old buck, and I'm super happy with him. You know, when you target a specific deer and then it comes together, that's amazing. He's a solid 4x4, and I'll tell you what, I could not be happier.
Is that cool? Yeah. Could you have shot him? Yeah, he was probably like 10 feet away. Maybe less. Oh, you did a big one. Yeah. We just had a doe at about 80 yards. And another 5x5, maybe about 120-inch buck, 125-inch buck. Like way behind us. I rattled and grunted and he kind of started coming. Bryce was going to shoot if we had a shot. That's our second buck. It's almost 11 now. No shots yet. I watched 2 does stand and they didn't move for like 40 minutes. I couldn't put the camera on them because they kept looking back. So I thought there was a buck, but it was actually 2 moose. This is a great funnel. This spot I'm in right now. Lots of animals cruise through. Well, I just rattled at that small buck. Too bad he wasn't a big buck. Anyway, it's better than nothing. Man, they come in fast. I guess I could have shot him with it. I grabbed the camera instead anyway. Pretty cool. Okay, we're back in the ground blind. This is our 4th day. I just came out of Strathcona County. And now I'm sitting with Bryce. We're gonna try to get his first buck. Basically, this is Bryce's last day. Last night he's got school tomorrow and the next day, so he's pretty much out of the game after this sit. So, here's hoping we can get a first buck tonight. Got anything to say? No, I wanna kill one. That's it. Yep. That's it.
Well, it's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. This morning started out really cold. And then as the days progressed, it's warmed up. And we've seen a little bit more deer just walking around. Had probably 2 does, maybe 3 does. And a couple smaller bucks. One other decent buck that went to the scrape. I opened up my mock scrape this morning because it had snowed yesterday. So I put a little more doe estrus in it. I just shot a buck. He walked right there. I shot him right there. About 22 yards. There's my buck. 4x4.
Glad dude. What a nice buck.
Well, he came to 25 yards and I shot him and he only went 60, so it's perfect.
Oh, his mass is amazing.
Oh, yeah, his base, he's got big base. He's got a little bit of junk coming off the bottom.
Pretty hard to pass up a buck like that.
Oh, he's gorgeous. He's a beautiful buck. I don't even know what to say right now. I don't feel good. I'm hoping and praying I made an okay shot. A small buck came in, I got video of him. He's working his way around. Didn't pay attention to my calling. I wanted to get some good video of him. I'm still bleeding. And my target buck comes out of the bush. I feel terrible. I'm just gonna say a prayer right now and hope that the shot either missed him completely or I got him a good shot. I don't know.
Good morning. Today is Monday, November 29th. I am on my way out to go track the buck that I shot last night.
He's bleeding.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
I'm beyond thrilled we found him without coyotes getting on him. 2021. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, am I so thankful. Right on. Oh, just smiles for weeks.
I've been sitting in this stand for 10 days, basically alone, nobody to talk to, uncomfortable, freezing some days, rain, up at 5 o'clock. It's a lot of fun. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've had a lot of fun. But this is a tough game, like this is the reality of it. In the Edmonton Bowzone, these are some of the toughest animals to hunt in the world, these whitetails. But you know, if it was easy, I guess everybody would do it. And it's not easy. 2 more days, 11 days of nothing can all change in 30 seconds or something. Oh, my heart's racing, boy. I just shot a buck. He went down right there. This morning I wanted to throw in the towel. People have been texting me all day asking me if I'm all right. I'm not all right. I wasn't all right. I was done. I was gonna quit. Oh, I persevered. He came running so quick. I managed to stop him, 37 yards. I got him stopped. My shot was a little high, but that's all right. He went down. He's dead now. He died quickly. You know, you work hard for this kind of stuff. All season setting stands, putting cameras. I got a lot of country I got to cover. People don't understand. It's 20 square miles here, and right now we're trying to get in a tree and hope that this deer decides to come by that tree. This is it, man. This is what we do it for.
That was a pretty close call. That buck crossed in the field. I did a little rattle. He got a little closer, rattled again, and he hit the bush line, but he must have picked up a hot doe scent because then he walked away. 1 of 3 more days to go, so it's getting closer to the end for sure. Mitt. Nip. I looked behind me, and he just came walking through. The old man, we've had pictures of this deer for years. Last year I had an encounter of him. He's not a great frame deer, he's old. It's such a cool looking deer. Now we gotta wait.
Okay, so I jumped out of the stand in Strathcona County. I am done. I'm not gonna hunt anymore in Strathcona County. It's November 30th. Zach shot a buck this morning. Gunther, Zach and I are gonna go after it right now.
That's a little bit disappointing. That shot I made was kind of through the bushes. Didn't have a great shot at his vitals. So disappointing. We were hoping to come here and find him, but he just still got some life left. So we're gonna back out and wait till morning. You just gotta put in doubt, back out, as they say. So stay tuned to be continued.
Well, a lot of new emotions today, a lot of new feelings. We had to wait overnight. A lot of magpies flying up. He only ran maybe 600 yards from where we hit. So hopefully he's just over here in this little swamp. So I see him. Oh. Wow. To be able to have him come in like that, grunting, was like the ultimate rut experience. Obviously, this whole thing I've been trying to showcase and film. And obviously, we know it's super, super hard to do. We found him, we got some closure. We may not be able to eat the back end, but I think we're gonna have some meat anyway. But just good closure. I mean, it sucks when you don't find a deer. It's very rewarding to find a deer like this, especially when he's a buck we've been after. So cool.
Scorpion Optics presents How to Hunt with Ryan Kohler. Brought to you by Bronc Beer, Elite Sportswear, Annihilator, Rhino Skin, PV Mart, Hex, Easton Archery, Hoyt, Hornady, Portable Winch Co. True power in your hands. And these fine sponsors.